Hi guys, my name is Kat.
And my name is Deja.
And Tisha isn't with us, but you are still listening to Basically Besties. And I thought it would be a great idea to bring Deja on and just give us a little life update, because I feel like there has been a lot happening in Deja's world.
Yes.
So a lot of you probably already know, but Deja is my youngest daughter, and she has just started her very first business called Sunny Day.
Yes.
And we're going to be talking about everything that's been happening. But before we do that, we always start our week with a side eye. So
Yes.
do
Okay.
you want to share what your side eye is?
I will share. Okay. So as she just mentioned, I just started my own business. So we are sharing a warehouse because obviously I can't get a warehouse yet. So we got to the warehouse, I think like a day after launch, and the roof was leaking all over where like all of the stock was and everything. And we were like, oh, it's only a little leak. It'll be fine. But we got it fixed that day. And we were like, okay, it'll be fine. It's all fixed. And then the next day, there's a whole pool all over everywhere, like this huge puddle of water, and like everything was wet. And yeah.
Luckily, none of the stock was damaged though, because that could have been very bad.
Yes.
But the first day we saw the puddle, the roofers came in to fix, and we were trying to film a YouTube video and TikToks at the same time, but there was like all this banging and it was just so chaotic. Hey, like everyone packing orders, a big puddle everywhere, roofers in and out of the warehouse. Like it was just so, it was chaos.
It was chaos. What's your side eye?
My side eye, well, again, has to do with your business, but it's more you taking over my warehouse.
Well, I just started this business. What do you want me to do?
So, yeah, obviously, like when we started Collade, we started in our home, and that was nuts. Like I'm telling you, it was so chaotic. We had like 10 and we live in a townhouse, so our house is very, very small. We had to move all of our furniture out of the way. We had 10 people at one stage packing orders for us. Like it was insanity. And so the reason we did that was because we were like, oh, I don't know how well this is going to do. Are we going to be able to, get a warehouse straight away? We didn't really understand how crazy Collade would be. So we knew Deja, would need a space. And when you start a business, you don't exactly have all the funds in the world to just go, get your own warehouse. So we said to her that she could have a little area in the Collade warehouse. But little did I know, having just 2 bikinis actually takes up a lot of space.
It's crazy because all the sizes
and
everything, it's wild.
Yeah, so with Collade, we have 6, well, we've got 6 plus the lip balm, so like 8 products, right? But it's all one size.
Yeah.
2 bikinis with how many sizes do you have? 1, 5, 6?
I think 8.
8 sizes. So you have to have these bikinis broken up into 8 different boxes. So 8 different boxes for the tops, style 1, 8 different boxes for the bottom, style 1, another 8 boxes for top, style 2, etc., etc. So it ends up taking up a lot of space, and we definitely underestimated how much space Sunny Day would need.
Yeah.
And now Deja's thinking about releasing 4 more bikinis, and all I keep thinking in my head is, holy crap, we're going to need another warehouse, like an actual big warehouse.
Yeah.
So my side eye of the week is underestimating the size Deja needed. But that's okay. You live and you learn. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, or maybe you haven't heard that Deja started a business, which is just crazy. I feel like it's everywhere. But for those of the people that are listening that don't know what your business is, what is Sunny Day?
Sunny Day is at the present moment a bikini business.
Mm-hmm.
But as I go on, I want to go to like clothing and stuff like that,
Oh my
accessories.
gosh.
Yeah.
Exciting. And when do you plan on releasing more stuff?
Very soon, like as quickly as possible.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you're already working on the new designs?
Like I'm working on like lots of designs at the moment.
Does it feel like work?
No. Well, I don't know what work feels like. I don't know.
You do because you were packing orders.
Well, yeah, that part sucks, but I like I like working on new designs and seeing them come together. Like that's really exciting.
I agree. Like I remember you wanting to start this and you coming up with the designs and getting samples and stuff, but seeing it in real life is crazy.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can't wait to actually see people in public wearing it. And
I
be like,
know.
Like I'm like, I'll be like in shock.
Yeah, I know.
Like, you don't actually, when you sell things, you don't actually think people use it or wear it.
Yes. Well, I remember speaking to Matilda and Don, the owners of Stacks, and they said when they go for walks, it's so weird seeing people wearing their stuff. Same thing when I spoke to the owners of White Fox, I was like, is it so weird like seeing your clothes all around New York when we went to New York with them? And they're like, you know what, we're kind of used to it by now. But like at the beginning it was like, whoa, they're wearing White Fox.
Yeah.
So it's going to be weird when you get to that point like where you're like, oh, that person's wearing Sunny Day. That was me.
I don't think I'll ever get over that.
No, I don't think I could ever get over that either.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Do you remember the moment you were first like, you know what, I want to start a business?
Okay, it was actually years and years ago.
Really?
I was like 10 or 11 and I was like, man, I only like fit into these unicorn t-shirts and stuff. I want to wear the cool kid stuff.
Yeah.
But they only had like sizes that were like for obviously women.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, one day I'm going to start my own business that has sizes for everyone. And
wow. So you were really thinking about the teens who couldn't fit into cool girl clothes.
yeah.
Because I actually can relate to that so much. Obviously not now. But when I was a teenager, I was a tiny little girl and I really wanted to not have to go shopping in the kids section. Like I wanted to shop at Supre was a thing when I was a teenager too. But Supre was literally the only store that catered for my size.
Yeah.
There were no other stores and it was really frustrating because that was my only option for shopping. But I mean, it wasn't a big deal because they were really cheap back then. But yeah, that's so cool that you're really thinking about.
Yeah.
And it's such a struggle like being small and only being able to get kids clothes. Like you don't want to wear kids clothes.
Yeah, nah.
You want to be able to wear cute little outfits.
Yeah.
So I love that. That's so cute. And how did you come up with Sunny Day?
Like the name?
Yeah.
Well, I think I literally came up with it first go. I just knew I wanted to like incorporate my name in there. And if you don't know, Collade is like the first two letters of all of our names.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of just did the first two letters of my name and added it in with like a little beachy cute name.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
And why bikinis?
Well, I was originally gonna first launch with the clothing and everything, but it is a lot harder than I thought. But I think because we live on the Gold Coast, so close to the beach, and I just wanted to make my own sort of cute designs.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I feel like bikinis is a good place to start because now you can kind of branch off into, you know, cute little crop tops or towels or beach bags or, you know, maybe one day Collade and Sunny Day can release a SPF or something like that. But yeah, it's a good little starting point, right? And you're learning so much.
Yeah.
Like just from these two bikinis, you've learned a whole lot.
Yes.
And you're only 14. Like that just blows my mind, and I'm sure it blows other people's minds. And I feel like a lot of people are kind of saying like, oh yeah, well she wouldn't have been able to do it without her mummy and daddy.
Yeah.
But why did you want to start a business so young?
Well, I just always knew from a young age I really wanted to be rich.
heels. Same, girl.
And I just knew like I wanted to have my own thing. Like I wanted to have my own little niche and do my own thing. And
I love that. And maybe you're like manifesting. Like, do you think you're going to be a rich adult?
I hope so.
Because maybe you're like the next, I don't know, Kylie Jenner of Australia.
I know you were going to say that.
Because I feel like Kylie Jenner started her businesses really young too. Like I'm pretty sure Kylie Jenner had like a wig business. I don't know how well that went. She obviously had her lip kit, branched out into like makeup. Then she started her skin care. Oh no, that's Kylie's skin.
That's similar. Kind of the same. And then like Kai.
Yeah, Kai as well. And she's got a drink as well.
Yeah, she's got everything.
Like she's starting business after business after business. But same with Kim. She had a perfume. She's got Skims.
Yeah.
She's got her skincare line. And I love that for you. I really do. It's very exciting. And do you remember like coming to us and telling us that you wanted to start a business or?
Yes, I do.
You do? And what? I can't remember what happened.
Well, originally, the tea's about to be spilt, guys.
Oh, God, I'm scared. I'm scared.
Originally, it was me and my sister doing this business.
Right. Yes.
And we were like, yeah, let's do this. And I was like, she was like, I'm going to do everything. You just like tell me what you want. She took way too long. So I was like, no, go away. I'm going to do this by myself because she was just taking too long. And I knew she wasn't going to get it done. I think she was
just like busy in other areas of her life. She had different priorities at the time.
Definitely.
But yeah, I do remember that because you used to come to us and Dad and you'd be like, Ate. So Deja calls Tisha Ate, which means big sister in Tagalog. But she would be like, Ate's taking too long or Ate's not doing this. And you really wanted to, you were a hustler.
Yeah, I wanted to get it out that summer.
Yes.
Like, so that it would, in the right time.
Yeah. Yeah, so you and Dad were kind of like working together and you had to have that conversation with your sister. How hard was it to tell her that you didn't want to do it with her anymore?
Oh, she was fine. I was just like, hey, I'm just going to do this on my own, taking too long. She was like, okay.
Yeah,
She's the driest texter ever.
She is. She is. So You're like, dry. Are you angry? Are you happy? Do you care? Like, give us a little emotion. No, she didn't. I don't think she did. And that's when you really started to like go all out, hey?
Yeah.
And I feel like this is one of the positives of homeschooling because if you were in regular school,
I'd still be in production.
You would not be, I agree. It would still just be talk.
Yeah.
Because what happens is Deja gets into school, does her schoolwork, gets it all done, and then in the next 2 to 3 hours, her and Jonathan were working on Sunny Day, getting designs, getting samples, and she was still finishing the day at 1, coming home and having the rest of the afternoon off. If she was at regular school, she'd be finishing at 3 and as if she's going to have energy to do anything.
I'd be playing Fortnite.
Literally. But you still get to do the things you love. And I think this is one of the benefits like of homeschool for our family is you do get to work on the things that you're passionate about. And a lot of kids don't have that option. They've got to go to regular school because obviously parents are, working full time.
Yeah.
But that's one of the benefits. Like, you don't get to have that interaction with kids your age a lot of the time, but you do get to work on things that you enjoy doing. And this is definitely something you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And like you said, it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Are you worried about anything? Like
sometimes when little flaws happen, I get a little like scared, but I know Dad's just gonna deal with it.
Like what? Like what flaw?
Like for example, like we order the wrong sizes or like not like something goes wrong in the system.
Have you ever read through customer emails?
Well, the first like couple I went through with Dad, they're just like, I ordered the wrong size, put in the wrong address, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
But a lot of them he said are like, messages to me like, oh my gosh, so proud of you and stuff.
That's so
I'm
cute.
so
Everyone's
grateful for.
so nice. Hey,
They're so nice.
there has been a bit of heat though.
Yeah.
How? I mean, let's touch on it because everyone's talking about it, and it's not all peachy, I guess. And this is the thing with business. I mean, I got it when we first launched Collade. I had so much hate, so much negativity.
Crazy. That launch was like
that was insane because I was pushing hard.
Yeah.
And I was recording content prior to it even being announced and then releasing that content the week we were announcing. So the spotlight really was on me. And obviously when that happens, a lot of people have a lot to say.
Yeah.
With your launch, we didn't go as hard. And I think the main reason for that is because a lot of people think, oh, Kat must be making Deja do all this stuff. She must be making Deja, start a business, and that's not
ridiculous.
True.
I wouldn't be
all.
doing this if I didn't want to.
Yeah. And so I approached the content with Deja just like a normal human being, okay? Obviously, I said to Deja, look, you're launching. What kind of content do you want to post? Do you want me to help? And she said, yeah, I want help. So I gave her a content plan. But you probably stuck to it like maybe –
I actually forgot you even sent me that.
Yeah. I'm going to say she probably stuck to about 50% of that content plan. And, there were some nights where I was like, Deja, you got to post. Like people – need to be reminded. So it wasn't as intense. And the reason why Collade was so intense was because I'm a full-time.
She was so stressed.
I was stressed.
She thought she was going to sell nothing.
I literally thought I wasn't going to sell anything. So I was like hammering the marketing and it went a little too much. It went a little too big. But with Deja, we were fairly relaxed. We weren't too stressed. And we knew that this is Deja's business. So we didn't want her to feel so overwhelmed and like I was feeling when we first launched Collade. In saying that though, it went so well. So have you learned anything since launching? Like what's one thing you've learned?
Probably post a bit more beforehand. And I don't know. Yeah,
so when we launched, we actually have to talk about this in depth.
Okay.
Because in depth, I can't say that word. One of the biggest issues Deja faced was pricing.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And we have to get it out. Yeah. Like I'm going to tell you guys honestly, Deja did not want to be too expensive.
Yeah, because I knew my audience, they were just starting to get jobs and not many kids like obviously have jobs, and I didn't want to put it too high.
Yes.
But I didn't want to put it too low because then I wouldn't benefit.
Yes.
So it was definitely difficult.
Yeah, it was probably one of our main conversations before we launched. Like how much are we going to sell these bikinis for?
Yeah.
We did a lot of research, and one of the things when you're coming up with a price for your clothing, you can't just pluck a number out of thin air.
Literally. I thought I could. I was just like, yep, $50.
Yeah. Well, you even had it lower.
Yeah, I had it.
She wanted to sell them for $40, I think.
I think around that.
Yeah.
Because like I asked all my friends and family, of course, and they're like, yeah, I buy it for that. Like I buy it for like $20. But I was like, but they all buy their stuff from Shein. Yeah. So I can't really go off their advice.
Yeah. So Deja was doing a lot of market research, like asking her friends, asking, whoever, how much would they pay for this bikini? Jonathan and I, on the other hand, we went about it a different way. We looked at how much the item cost us, how much it was to trademark, how much it was to get the original design designed, how much back and forth with the designers, the website, the insurance, the rent she's going to have to pay, the postage bags. I mean, I could go on and on and on.
But also like comparing to other brands, I didn't want to like upset them going too high or too low.
Yes, exactly. So we looked at other brands on the Gold Coast, other swimwear brands, and they were selling, I mean, you can buy bikini tops from them for like $70 to $110.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, there's no way we're going to make people pay that.
Yeah.
But then we also had to think about the cost that was involved in creating these bikinis. And so we also looked at City Beach. We looked at, other bikini brands where our audience shopped, and we decided to go around. We didn't want to go to that $70 mark, but we didn't want to be too cheap that we would go broke. So we met in the middle and decided on $60.
Yeah.
And
they are angry.
It was intense.
Yeah.
And I actually had to – Deja started freaking out.
Yeah, because I was like – my friend was like, are you bikini $60? I'm like, what? I ran to mum and I was like, what's the go?
Yeah, so you found out. So basically what happened was there was all this discussion about the price. Jonathan and I made the executive decision.
And I'm glad you did, because I wouldn't have agreed with you.
To make it that price. So if you got anyone to hate on you guys, you can hate on me and Jonathan, but we were protecting our daughter. Yeah. And thank God, honestly, because we really did underestimate how much work is involved in getting these bikinis, not only to us and designed and in perfect quality and all that sort of stuff, but the after work as well, making sure customers are happy, talking to, all the customers on the emails and stuff like that, getting ready for our next lot of designs. And so just know it wasn't an easy decision, but if you're going to hate anyone, hate me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to get Deja off the social media platform because it was just getting too heated, and I was taking care of all the comments and stuff like that. So that was intense.
Yeah.
And then Deja was like asking questions like, why is it $60? But did it kind of make sense to you? I
came around. Yeah. After you showed me why, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Because a lot of people don't think about everything else.
Yeah, they just think, oh, $60, but they don't think about all the other companies and all the things that I had to do and pay for and everything.
Yeah. And like what you said before, it doesn't feel like work. So you're pouring all this work and effort and energy into something, and you're not taking into consideration the time and the effort that it's taking you to come up with this. And so, yeah. That's why it is what it is, guys. Any errors that have happened?
Errors. Yes, I will say there have been a few. Number one was like an early little mistake. It wasn't that bad. Just the sizing of the headbands. We got the headbands in and we were expecting them to be a smaller size, but we got them in a large size, so we had to put 2 sizes on and cross the small one out. But that's fine. People are still buying it.
And they still fit okay. It's just a little loose. Yeah.
And so, it's not like
originally
large.
Yeah. So originally we were like, oh, well, we're not going to be able to sell these. And then we were like, hang on a second, we can just make 2 different sizes. Like say there's a small and say there's a large. So we kind of worked around it. Any other errors?
Yeah, this is a more recent one that we're just sorting out now.
Do I know about this one?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
So when we print out the labels, which are the things that go onto your guys' packages and that have your orders on them, there was a little error. It said extra small and extra, extra small. And we were putting in the extra, extra small, not the extra small, which is what they ordered. But we didn't know, obviously. And we've already sent those out, and now the orders that have actually ordered the 2 extra small, we don't have any left because we sold them out to the wrong people. But we're sorting it out. It's okay. We're under control.
I think another thing we've learned so much, you guys.
Yes.
One thing we've learned is our customers want more full coverage.
Yeah, definitely.
Togs, bikinis, swimsuits, whatever you call them. So we had a lot of cheeky bottoms available, but we found out that you guys actually preferred full coverage.
Yeah.
So a lot of people might look at that like, oh, you guys made a mistake, but it's definitely a learning, and it's altering what we're doing for our next collection.
Yeah.
Because we're learning more about you and what you guys want. So you'll find when Deja releases her next collection, there's going to be options for
everyone.
More coverage.
Yes. Definitely.
So yeah, it was because we've never actually been in the fashion game before.
Yeah, never.
So we're learning so much about our audience and what they like. But I'm really excited about when you bring out this next launch too.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Like, this is probably my favorite bikini I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So cute.
I can't wait till you finalize the designs too.
Yeah.
And guess what, you guys? Deja said I could design one.
Oh my God.
What? You did? Are you changing your mind?
But no, I will. But this is another thing, Boo.
Oh.
When I was first starting, I was like, Mum, you're an artist, right? She's a really good drawer. So I was like, you can draw my designs. She was like, yay. And a good couple weeks later, I was like, hey, Mum, how are the designs going? She was like, oh, I haven't started. So I was like, okay, don't worry about it. I'm just going to get the designer and give them what I want.
Yeah, but this time I'm actually going to do it because it's so cool, like seeing your design on fabric.
It is cool.
But yeah, a lot of people don't know that I can draw.
Yeah, she's a good drawer.
So I bet you that'll be the best seller too if they know that I drew it.
Maybe.
We'll see. I was thinking like I want to incorporate hearts, something cutesy, you know what I mean? I think that'll be such a slay. Did you enjoy designing it?
Yes, that was like the most exciting part.
Really?
I was like, I knew what I wanted, and she literally served. Like, she gave exactly what I wanted, and I was like, wow.
What about like designing the bikini, the style and like making alterations and stuff like that? That
was really hard for me because there was so many cute bikini styles. I was like, I want every single one, but I knew I had to slow down and launch them individually later on.
Mm-hmm.
But I decided to go with a strapless and a triangle because I feel like two different like things that people like.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people like the triangle a lot more.
They love the triangle.
So that's another thing I learned. Like no one likes strapless.
No.
No one likes
well,
that.
I think the thing with strapless is
you
it can be
only really wear it in a
sometimes.
pool.
Yeah.
Because the waves
for sure.
they're dangerous.
Yeah.
But they also have an elastic
thing.
But
again, like you said, a really good learning because next collection we won't have the strapless. We'll have some sort of other design.
Mm-hmm.
So everything you do in your business, I don't feel like it's a failure. I feel like it's one step closer to really bringing out something that people like. And one day you'll have a bikini that everyone will just love and it'll fly off the shelves.
Yes.
Who do you want to see in your bikinis?
I would love to see
like a famous person.
I love to see like little influencers wearing them. I think that'd be cool.
100%.
But I really want to see people on the beach wearing them. Like if I see girls tanning, I'll be like, that's my bikini.
I agree. Like obviously it would be amazing to see celebrities wear
that
your
would be
stuff.
Amazing.
But just seeing it on the beach, like imagine we're all going for a beach day and there's like 2 or 3 people in your bikini.
It'd be crazy.
That would be wild. That would be so much fun. Would you go up to them and be like, hey, nice bikini?
Maybe. Yeah.
I reckon that would make their day.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a celebrity I'd love to see. You already know what I'm going to say.
No, I don't.
Tyler.
Oh, that would be
so
iconic.
Cool. I think I'd actually die.
I think I would actually die.
No, I would die.
No, you would. But that would be such a, oh my gosh. Maybe next design we could bring out like a tiger print because isn't that her vibe? Tyler, if you're watching, maybe we'll name it Tyler because then she actually has to get it.
She has to.
Well, her sister follows you, so it's only a matter of time, right?
You didn't know that? Her sister follows me? Weird flex, but yeah.
I mean, I would be flexing that as well. That is a good flex.
Yeah.
So you've started this business. You've done a lot. Obviously, Dad has been there every step of the way.
Yeah.
Do you think being involved with Collade and obviously watching us and packing and all that sort of stuff gave you, I guess, the knowledge behind how to start a business? Or do you think you just kind of learned?
Well, I definitely took notes from you guys, but I feel like skincare and clothing is completely different, like different audiences. And obviously you literally sold out in 4 minutes, which is crazy. And obviously you're one size and I have 8 sizes and different people different people want different sizes.
Yeah.
And obviously it didn't sell out as quick, but it still did amazing, which is good.
How did you feel initially when that happened? Like, because did you have the expectation that you would sell out pretty quickly, and then when it didn't, did you feel disheartened?
Well, I knew that I wasn't going to sell it in 4 minutes, which is crazy. But I was hoping to sell out eventually, which I hope. Well,
you have. You sold out.
I have sold out
in some pieces.
Some pieces, but now I understand that like I'm probably not going to sell out as quick as skincare.
Yeah, and you're right. Like everyone has skin. Not everyone has the body or wants a bikini, or has the size that's available, that type of thing. There's a lot more different factors, and fashion is very different from person to person.
Much different, yeah.
But I think you've done absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
Like, girl, you're going to be the richest teenager in Queensland. I mean, when do you want to be a millionaire by?
Okay, that's a big question. It's actually on my vision board for this year.
What? Girl, I mean, I think you're going to make it. I actually think you might. I think you might. I wonder if they have like, you know how they have like the Forbes under 30 or whatever, and it's like the richest people. I don't know if it's in the world, but I wonder if they have a teenage one and you could be that person. That would be kind of iconic.
That'd be crazy, hopefully.
But how does it feel knowing you won't be able to spend any of your money until you're 18?
I don't care.
You don't care?
I want to save my money anyways.
Oh, that's so smart. I love that. Okay, so this is your second time being a CEO. You were the CEO of Collade, but I don't feel like you're not as hands-on. You do make decisions. Like today you made a decision about our new products, about how the bottle looks.
Yeah.
But you're not as hands-on as I am and Dad, obviously.
I was when we launched.
At the beginning, for sure.
Oh, I think I packed about like 2,000 orders.
Yeah, but even when it came to the actual products, you were testing the products, telling me what you hated about them.
Yeah, that's definitely important.
And you still do that now, but it's not as intense. For Sunny Day though, what would you say, like Dad and I are obviously helping you. Do you feel like you're more the boss, or do you feel like we're kind of sneaking in there and trying to pull our shots more?
Well, I'm definitely the boss. It's my business, boo. But you guys definitely helped me a lot. And I'm extremely grateful for that. I don't think I could have started this without you guys.
Aww.
I literally couldn't.
Are you going to get me a Lamborghini when you can afford
it?
Will you remember me when you're mega rich?
Of course.
Will you help retire me?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That's one of my life goals.
Stop, Deja. You're going to make me cry.
Oh, great.
Are you actually
said that.
Are you serious? I'm actually going to cry.
Stop.
That's so sweet.
Oh my gosh.
Deja hates it when I cry, but that is so
you cried
sweet.
at the most stupid things.
As if any mother would.
She cried about my nails when we were in Vietnam.
I know.
By the way.
I told them the story.
She had a full meltdown.
I told them the story like 2 episodes
I've never
ago.
seen you cry like that ever.
I actually scared her. She was like,
I was like, whoa. I'm that big of a deal.
If you haven't listened to that episode, guys, you need to, because I had when I tell you I had a full proper meltdown, I wasn't lying.
Like,
it was
never seen
bad.
her cry like that in my life.
I know, and I wasn't even getting my period, which is the weirdest thing. Because normally it's like, oh, she's got her period, but no, I was just being a mental case. Anyways, yeah, that's really sweet. That's so sweet. Thank you. Because, I need a break. I've been working hard. So hurry up and get rich, please.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so what else have you got planned? Like, I feel like you're a busy little gal. You're in grade 9 now. I don't
Can't
even
believe
know
I'm
what
in grade 9.
grade she's in. And you had your first day today.
Ugh.
How was that?
You'd think that like homeschool's way better than normal school, but after you do it for a while, you're like, ugh.
But you're so lucky.
It's like the same, like school is school. It's so annoying.
Like you're lucky because it's 12:30. You've finished school for the day and you're here hanging out with me now.
Yeah, just hanging.
Well, working a little bit.
No, yeah.
But yeah, if you were at regular school, you'd be there till 3.
Yeah, no, I don't think I could do that.
Yeah. So what's next for Sunny Day?
Well, definitely more and more designs. I'm definitely going to be more lenient to. Is lenient the right word?
What were you going to say?
To designs more than solid colors.
Oh, yep.
Because the design is like obviously doing much better than the solid colors, but obviously I will do like a few more. Definitely going on to clothing. I really want to do denim.
Is hard though.
It's so difficult
to get good denim.
Very hard. And I want it to be perfect.
Yeah.
And it's difficult, yeah.
What about like cute little dresses or not? It's not really your vibe. Maybe that might. I feel like your brand will grow with you.
Yeah.
Because this is who you are right now, and I think what you've learnt is this original collection was definitely based on what you liked. Yeah. Now it's kind of going towards what you like, but also what your audience wants.
Definitely.
And I feel like the more you learn, and we'll obviously learn a lot more when we release those 4 new bikinis, you'll learn a lot from that launch, and you can kind of tailor your things to what people like as well. And then I think you'll learn even more once you start releasing like accessories too, bags, towels. That would be fun.
That would be cool.
And then, with that, when you release new products, you also have to get new postage bags.
Yeah.
Because the ones we have now are probably too small.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got a lot ahead of you, girl. How are you going to keep up with this all?
I don't know. I'm excited. I just want to launch everything already. I'm so excited.
That's the hardest thing with designing, hey, the waiting game.
Yeah, the waiting game. Oh.
Yeah.
Because a lot of, because obviously you have different cultures taking different holidays, and all my manufacturers are on holiday, so I don't have anything moving at the moment. But the wait is the hardest part.
And then once you've done this collection, before this collection even arrives, you have to start working on your next collection.
I'm already working on the next 4 launches.
Oh, well, there you go. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
She's a boss.
I'm a boss.
She's got it under control.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm very proud of you.
Thanks.
I just hope are you still enjoying being a kid? I think that's a lot of people's concerns as well. People are like, Kat's making her work. She's a sheen worker.
Bruh. No, I'm still having a lot of fun. I'm definitely still being a kid.
Yeah. And I think
teenager.
Yes.
For information.
I feel like Dad and I understand that as well. That's why we're not so get to work. We're just she's a teenager, and we step up. Yeah. Dad and I, whenever we see you on Fortnite or doing whatever you do, we just carry on with getting things done without you.
Yeah.
But hopefully you remember when you're mega rich.
And guys, there's still some sizes available in different styles, so if you want to go snatch some up before they sell out, go ahead, sunnyday.com, and also go follow my socials, sunnyday on Instagram and sunny.day on TikTok.
Isn't it sunnyday.official on TikTok?
No, it's sunny.day.
I think you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. Want to bet?
Yep.
$50.
$50. $50 to me, baby.
$50 to me.
Sorry. I'm about to.
I got it.
No, wait.
You owe me $50.
No.
Transfer me right now.
I'm still checking.
Look.
It just come up with an error.
Look.
What the hell?
Send it to me right now.
Damn.
Boo.
I literally thought it was sunnyday.official.
I know my stuff.
Who changed it?
That was always it.
I've lost the plot. Okay.
Yeah,
Damn
you
it.
have.
I'm $50 poorer.
Buy V-Bucks with that. We're also going to link all the socials in the description if you want to go check those out.
I don't know if you guys have actually noticed this, but Tisha is the only one that does our outro because I cannot do it for some reason. I always just mess it up and it takes too many takes, so Tisha just does it. Do you want to try and do it, Deja?
I don't know what it is though.
Well, guess what it is,
Okay.
and then I'll see how it...
Thank you guys so much for listening to another Basically Besties podcast episode. If you want to follow our socials in the caption, go ahead. We're also going to be posting this episode on YouTube. But thank you guys for listening.
Okay, bye. You nailed it. You actually nailed it. I'm going to give you a 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
Basically Besties is hosted by us, Kat and Letitia Clark.
This podcast is recorded at Amplify Studios, situated on Gadigal land.
Basically Besties is an Amplify podcast and is a part of the Acast network.
Our producer is Fenella Jameson and our editor is Lemuel James.